intro.
Thank you. I've had that for a long time. And well, I've got to.
She came jumping in. Hello.
Hello. Well, hello, Jello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining us on another night of Mental Health Safe Place. I actually, this afternoon, found a new title for the show. And it's Finding Your Peace, Mental Health Sanctuary.
Yes.
I
Hello,
like
Kristen.
it. I think it's awesome. Welcome, everybody. Now I just gotta. I'm having one of those days. I'm
I
not
can't
used to my
highlight.
lighting. So not used to my lighting. So I'm hoping everybody has a great day. We do have a special guest today. Her name is Kristen. She is One Thrifty Mom on Whatnot on YouTube. Her link is down in the description. So please make sure you follow her. Before we get started, I do want to put up the quote for the week. And I think it not only helps represent what Kristen's going to talk about today, it also is going to help all of us as well. So the quote is, "I am not my disability. Unknown. Know me for my abilities, not my disability." Robert Hensel. So with that, this is our first quote for part of the show, and then I do have a second quote when we switch over to a different topic. So with that in mind, Miss Kristen.
See, already all the kids want to come and say hello.
Kristen, I am used to that because that's what my kids do too. Or it's Mr. Pickles.
Yes, the bird.
Mr. Pickles, my parrot is a pain when it comes to lives.
He gets angry if I don't say hello to him.
Yep.
That's hilarious. Too funny.
Which is down there, or is he down there or he's upstairs?
He is upstairs.
Okay. All right. So I won't say hello, Mr. Pickles.
Well, Tommy's watching upstairs, so I'm sure he'll hear you.
Oh, hello, Mr. Pickles.
All right, Miss Kristen, if you would like to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself, we can go on to the questions after that.
My name's Kristen. I go by 1thriftymom on Poshmark, Whatnot, eBay, plethora of things, YouTube, obviously. I sell on Whatnot. Sometimes I was just telling Melanie here, sometimes up to 5 times a day I go live on Whatnot.
That's amazing.
Especially when we have a Taylor Watford Foundation event coming up. Because I really like to raise money so my business can sponsor my brother's foundation.
That is awesome. We will get to talking about that foundation in a little bit. First, we want to kind of focus on Kristen and let her share her story about herself. So with that, how would you like to start, Miss Kristen?
Can I have a prompt? Another prompt.
All right. Let's start with, now we were talking the other day in one of your lives.
Yes.
You were explaining how you were born.
Yes. So I was born with cerebellar ataxia. It's a very rare form of ataxia. And it just simply means that, well, I like to put it in layman's terms, that I shake. but basically my fine motor skills are so bad. My parents noticed at an early age, I think the age of, I don't know, for some reason 5 or 8 either sticks in my mind, so don't bully me on the 5 or 8 thing, because honestly I don't know, I was young.
That's all right.
But they figured it out or figured out something was wrong with me. Not wrong, but different. And so they took me to, I've been to over 100 doctors in my life. Have been picked and prodded with needles all my life. And they finally figured it out when I was in my 20s that it actually has a name, and it's called cerebellar ataxia. And then they gave me the option to have surgery on my brain. What was it called? Deep brain stimulation. And they were in the works of like just figuring that surgery out at that point. So I was like, I'm not taking a chance at that, especially since it's a brain surgery, Don't want anybody going up there, So
Right.
I was like, yeah, I think I can live with it a little bit longer. Actually, I'm proud of my cerebellar ataxia. It took me a while in school because I was bullied very often. Called
That's
shake and bake. Do you want fries to go with that shake? Shaky bakey, a bunch of things. But it's only made me stronger. And like being a reseller, I can't really like package stuff. My husband does my shipping for me. So I don't want to get a bad review or anything. Like, you didn't tape this, in a straight line or something. So I just don't even mess with that. That's the only time it really bothers me and gets to me.
I think you need to highlight Dragon Master's comment.
Oh,
giving the thumb, giving the thumb up. A badass reseller. That is what you are.
Thank you, Anthony. Love you. Thank you.
Well,
that is awesome.
It's like badass reseller. I love
it. Tommy says, I never have straight line tape, LOL.
I think I'm the tape queen because I'm the type that actually tapes the entire box so that it's completely covered.
So you're one of those sellers.
I'm one of those people.
And you have to take a knife to it.
You can you can never have too much tape.
Yes, you can. When somebody's impatient, yes, you can.
Keep taping it up. But see, I've never had water damage because of that. That extra layer of tape protects it in the rain.
That works. Dragon Masters sign says, much love, girly. Hello, peeps. Well, welcome. You are a new name to me, so I appreciate you being here. And I'm taking it that you know this person personally, Kristen.
Yes, he is amazing. Y'all should go check him out. He actually just started selling on Whatnot. He's a long time reseller, but actually
The
just
same
started
name
on Whatnot.
that's in the chat here that he is on Whatnot.
Yes, it's just all combined together with no punctuation.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Dragon Master, Dragon Masters, if you want to write out your name on in the chat so people can find you on Whatnot, just let me know if you do, and then I will make you blue so you can do that. So how long have you been reselling?
I have been reselling for a little over a year. I just celebrated my 1 year on Whatnot. I started off on eBay.
Okay. And then how were you introduced to reselling?
I kind of fell into it because my dad got into it, and also my husband had back surgery, so we needed income. And
yeah, I hear that one.
yeah.
So with the I cannot pronounce it, so I apologize. Let me pull it up.
Cerebellar ataxia.
Okay. Now you were explaining on your live the other day on Whatnot exactly what it was and where it was located. Did you want to share that with everybody?
Yes, it is in my cerebellum, but it's like in the back of my head, located in the. Okay, this is a word I have trouble with. Occipital lobe.
You had it right.
I was in healthcare for years, but I don't know how to pronounce that word.
You pronounced it perfectly. That's exactly the way it's pronounced.
That's
okay,
awesome. Oh, thank you, babe. So Tommy, the bargain effect, who is my better half, he did drop Dragon Master's Whatnot link for him. So that's awesome.
Thank you, Tommy.
And so I came across you, honestly, because of Tommy. Tommy found you on Whatnot, and he's like, honey, I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I found somebody that you might click with, somebody that you're really going to like. From the second that I went into your live, I immediately was like, oh my God, she's awesome. And then I became very protective because I was like, I know something's up, but I know that because there were people that were coming into live being very rude. And so I was like, that's not okay. That's not okay. So, so you started your Whatnot a year ago, to help with your household income. Now, do you want to share the story about your brother?
Yes. My brother passed away in 2018, 2 days after Christmas. Of fentanyl poisoning. Actually, he was clean from his drug of choice, which was heroin, for about a year and some change. And then he hooked up with one of his buddies one night, and his buddy brought him something laced with fentanyl. So my dad found him the next morning on the kitchen floor.
That's so sad.
And since then, like immediately after that, we started a foundation in my brother's name called the Taylor Watford Foundation. And if I'm not saying it clearly, feel free to type it in chat.
Actually, Tommy, are you able to find the link for the foundation for me, please?
Yeah, yes. I got it on. Okay.
It is,
Oh, you did find it. Okay, awesome.
yes, that's the one. Um, we hold a 5K every spring and a golf tournament every fall. And last year was such a success with Whatnot and all. Thanks to everybody on Whatnot, we were able to sponsor both events last year. My first time reselling. So I was able to sponsor and get my name on the t-shirt and everything. But yeah, my brother was an amazing person. Like, he would honestly give you the shirt off of his back. He's my best friend. I thought about several times getting a Sour Patch Kids tattoo on my wrist because he loves Sour Patch Kids. So anytime I go into a gas station or anything, I'll pick up a bag of Sour Patch Kids. I don't even like the things, but I like them because of him. So I'll just let them sit on a shelf.
Jasmine loves my daughter. She loves Sour Patch Kids. She loves anything sour. So that's like right up her alley. So, you know, I know we don't have a whole lot of people in here, but I do appreciate everybody that is in here. If you could fill the chat with hearts for Kristen and this foundation, we did do a little bit of research, and it's a pretty phenomenal foundation. So if you guys are, able to help, please do. The link is in the chat. I did put it up on the screen again. That would be greatly appreciated. And then what is the event that's coming up?
The event that's coming up is on May 18th, and in my whatnots that I'm, trying to go hard at until the sponsorship is due on May 7th is an option to buy bracelets for the Taylor Rockford Foundation, handmade by me. Hope, they say TWF Hope Dealer. And then we have actual bracelets, but I don't have any of those right now.
And you made those bracelets? How many are you making? That's probably so many of them.
I make tons of them. This is it.
I actually bought a bracelet to help support. And I love mine. Although it's
yes. Yes, I did make you an all green one.
She sure did. Tommy, is Jaslyn in the house yet? Otherwise, I'm going to have her. Hopefully, she's in the house. It's starting to get dark out. It's that time of year.
That's what I was saying. Uh-oh, she's still outside? It's like, come on, no. The light goes down.
I hear Tommy yelling for her.
But it's purple on one end before it says TWF, and then for addiction, and then the silver is those that have fallen from addiction, and then it has die on the back of it, rolling the dice with your life.
Yeah, it's
that's powerful. That's a powerful imagery. I mean, with the dice and everything.
Can you get my bracelet off of my side of the bed upstairs quickly?
And they can get that on the website as well, the bracelets, or do they have to be part of the event?
They're on my whatnot. I handmade those.
Okay.
And she sells plush stuffed animals. They are cute. We have bought plenty. We got a lot. And
Plenty.
we've got plenty, and they're amazing plush. She works hard and she does good. And so if you guys don't know what Whatnot is, type in Whatnot, get yourself an account, and make sure you follow Miss Kristen here, because let me tell you, she's a hoot and a holler when she's on her Whatnot. She's pretty awesome. All right. So Jasmine ran up and got mine. So let me switch spots with you real quick, Kristen. This is the one that she made me. I'm sorry that my my
And it's all
computer.
green.
Yep, one thrifty. If I can get this straight here, mom. And I do wear it. I just don't wear it at night to bed, because I'm afraid that I'm gonna break it. But yep, this is the one that she made for me, and she does specialize her colors.
Yes,
So
you can pick your own colors. So far I have the Taylor Rockford Foundation support that I hand make, and then I have the 1 Moms and the Thrive with Thrifty. Ever since I started my YouTube channel, that's kind of like a friendship bracelet. Thrive with me, and all that.
I
okay,
think we're
so
going to get a lot of sales on bracelets today because they're all asking how do we buy a bracelet. So let's try to get that link up.
yep,
I
I
know
got
Tommy
it.
didn't, and I'll try to get it. You got it, the direct link? Perfect.
Yep, I got the direct link. So please, I apologize if I spell her name wrong, because I'm trying to do it fast. Here we go. There is the link to her Whatnot. So please make sure you go and you follow her on Whatnot. Make sure, you check out or buy it now. And I just flipped my pen. Sorry about that. Let's see. Is there anything else that you would like to share with everybody?
I'm just trying. I'm looking at the site myself because this is the first time I'm looking at the site.
I mean, well, going back to the cerebellar ataxia, I was just gonna say that growing up, I had the worst time, like, holding a spoon and a fork and even a pencil in school. Teachers would tell me, do it this way, the proper way.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do that. I have to do it some wonky way, like, of my own. And they were like, stop flipping us off, Kristen. And I'm like, I'm not trying to. But yeah, so my mom and them noticed it when I was actually eating breakfast one morning. I was holding my spoon differently and completely missed my mouth. And it was going all over the place. I didn't really have milk all over my face because I'm lactose intolerant, but I had cereal and cereal bits, or whatever you would call it, all over my face. And the spoon was just going from here to here to here to my nose, and so on and so on. So that's how they figured out that something was, in fact, kind of different about me.
So
But I went to a counselor a few years back, and she reminded me, because I also have anxiety. So she kept reminding me, Kristen, you are not your disability. And that's what I live by every single day. She wrote it down on a piece of paper for me to put in my wallet, and I don't know where that piece of paper is now, but I still look at myself in the mirror and say it to myself all the time.
and that's a good thing all on its own, is that you had the piece of paper. This is how I look at it. So you had the piece of paper for as long as you were supposed to have that piece of paper. When the paper disappeared, that means you didn't need that piece of paper anymore, and now you're able to look in the mirror and repeat it. So you didn't need that little piece of paper to remind you, because it was already here. And here and in your heart. So that is phenomenal. Hello, and welcome everybody who has just joined us or has joined us tonight. We greatly appreciate you
Hey,
all being
Roman.
Yeah, I will
so
see
go
this.
vote.
There is an issue with the chat right now. I don't know if everybody's experiencing this, but we're missing people that are actually talking in your channel, because it's coming up on the StreamYard side. It's not coming up on the YouTube side. Reseller Robo came up.
I don't see. Hold on one second.
Any time picker is not showing up. Christopher Nutter is not showing up unless
it's showing up, but it's delayed. So I do apologize, everybody. I don't know what's going on. I'm still trying to figure this all out. So if I missed your comment, I do apologize for that. So let's go actually all the way up to the top. And
no, we don't have to go that far. Unless you want to.
I just want to make sure that I highlight everybody. So we have Tommy in the house. Thank you for being here. Christopher. I'm not sure how to say that.
Hey,
so, okay, I wasn't sure because it's a little blurry. Finding your balance. Welcome. The Bud Files. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And then Dragon Masters Finds. Welcome. I just want to make sure that I get everybody, because I would feel horrible. Miss Susanna, hello, welcome. I know we were talking, so sometimes we talk a little too much and forget to welcome everybody. Tammy's Foxton, welcome. And then we have Mr. Landshark Picker. Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here. My Cozy Nest with Rebecca. Welcome. See, now I clicked it and it took a minute for it to catch up. Hello, and welcome. I did see there was a question when I was coming back up on here. Oh, yep. How do we buy a bracelet? We dropped the link for Miss Kristen's Whatnot, and they are all over in her Buy It Now. And again, if I miss anybody, I apologize. Trying to catch up. Oh, yep, here we go. This is what I thought. My Cozy Nest with Rebecca said, any big earrings bling, odd or ugly?
I do have some ugly earrings, but they're like the only pair I have.
Oh.
But I don't wear earrings, so.
Isn't that funny? I do the same thing. Like when I sell things, I'll lift it up. I'm like, okay, here's a pair of ugly earrings. Who wants? Like, that's not.
Hey, Roman.
Okay, so the time picker is Roman.
Is Roman.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I got threw off. I think this is what it was. I got threw off because I didn't see the name Roman in the chat, and anytime picker is new to me. So hello and welcome, Roman.
And
Yes,
for
he
whatever reason,
actually
he's just
just
showing up on
asked
the
me
chat.
to be on his live like this morning when we got done talking. Does so.
Oh, that's cool.
that was I was like, what a coincidence.
That's awesome. I mean, it's always good to have a circle of people that, you can trust, you can lean on, you can talk to about anything. That is always, I believe, very, very important for your base foundation on anything that you go through. And so even when sometimes you don't like what they say, or but they're right, or this and that. I mean, it's always totally different with each situation, and you just have to make sure that you have that foundation, that permanent foundation, so that you can continue to build and grow and move forward. Resell Robo, Miss Beth, welcome. Let's see if hello, Rise and Grind. Welcome, sir. Haven't seen you in a long time. Are you doing YouTube still? I have not gotten a alert yet, so I'm actually going to. Here we go. Gotta do this, and then I do have to go to your channel and make sure I'm subscribed. So, awesome gentleman right there. He doesn't live too far from us, so we still got to get together and meet with him. But very awesome gentleman. Let's see.
I'm just going to say this. Just a quick question to everybody out there. Can anybody see any time picker in the chat at all? Because even Dragon Master says, hi, Roman, I can't see you. I can't see any time picker at all.
Okay, so I think he's actually on Kristen.
Yeah, I think he's just in mine.
Yep. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're live streaming it on your side too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't realize that usually.
So
okay.
I think that's why his name in the StreamYard chat is darker. It's
okay. Got it.
Because I try to follow.
Okay, so that's what got me. I didn't realize you were live streaming it. That answers it then. Okay. Sorry about that. Because I'm like, why can't I see him?
You're good. I was confused too. I'm a newbie to YouTube, so
And it comes with the territory. When you're new, you learn things. When you're been on YouTube forever, you're still learning things. So it's always a learning experience. Anytime picker, are you asking what channel mine is? I'm Shamrock Pixie on YouTube, and we have the Bargain Effect. We also have Melanie Lightbeam. Melanie, if you want to drop your link as well. And then like I said, I do have Kristen's link for her YouTube channel down in the description. So please make sure you follow her. We have an array of many amazing people in my chat tonight, and I am grateful for each and every one of you. I'm very grateful that Kristen is on with us as well. I wanted to get her on, and so she's an inspiration, and I want her story to be out there for everybody, because if you feel you can't do it, Kristen should give you that power that you can do it, because I know that when I watch her, I'm happy. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. She's very energetic. She's very, very supportive, even in her chats and whatnot. So,
I think I've had to call down like 3 people and be mean this whole time I've been on Whatnot. So
3? Ooh, that's actually pretty good
yeah.
numbers there.
I mean, I probably should have called out more, but I'm too nice, so
Well, that's what you have mods for. We take care of the ones that you're like, yep, check. we got your,
bye.
we got your back, girl. We got your back. All right. I see that Rise and Grind and Tommy are talking. That's awesome. They're supposed to go on a fishing trip together. All right. Yep. And see, Roman said, I am on Kristen's channel. So that's why nobody could see him on the other channel.
And I was confused because it didn't show, like normally it gives a little sign that you're on the other one. I didn't see the sign. So that explains a whole mess of things now. Because I'm like, where is he talking? I don't see him. And I'm posting the foundation that she made mention of earlier. That's the t-shirt she's wearing. So definitely check that out. Support the foundation. I put the link in. And if anybody's interested in those bracelets, you do have to go into the Buy It Now section. But we were posting the link for that as well.
Yes. So I did put it up on the screen. And now I'm going to go find the link. Do you have those shirts for sale on your foundation site?
No, you have to participate in an event, but sometimes, like, after me and Chris sponsor the events every year, we go live. Well, last year, I talk like every year, like it's an every year thing. No, last year we got to sponsor both events. So we got extra t-shirts, extra golf balls, all that stuff to give away at the event we go live. And after the event, we go live for both events.
Okay. And then where is the
giveaways?
May 18th, where is the event located?
It is at Brooklyn Casey High School in West Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay. So if anybody wants to head out there and support, that would be awesome. Let's see.
My alma mater.
And I'm just double.
My brothers.
I'm double posting because it's only showing up on one channel, so it's going to show up in our side a bunch of times, but it's only one per channel, in case you're wondering.
And it's Taylor. It's Taylor. Not
that was my mistake. I put Tyler at the, but I had the right
You're good.
website.
You're good.
I had the right website. I just had the wrong name.
Okay, real quick. Rise and Grind and Tommy have a road date. So that involves fishing and auctions.
Best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds. Here's from Dragon Master. What is Dragon Master's first name?
Oh.
If he's willing to share it.
Anthony.
Anthony? Okay. I should be able to remember that. But if I don't, in case I don't, I do apologize. Anthony says, Kristen was so very encouraging on my mental health video, and she's been amazing even before that and continues to be supportive. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. I'm actually writing your name down so I don't forget.
Hey, no fighting in the chat, Roman and Anthony.
Uh-oh.
Roman's a troublemaker, I tell you. He asked me to be on his live this morning on the 20th, but me and him have this love-hate relationship. going on. Sorry, I just saw his ha-ha, and every time he ha-has, it makes me laugh for some reason.
You know what? You're gonna have every.
All love.
Yes.
This is only. You said this was only your second show. You're gonna have more and more people.
Hopefully, once I hit that 100 subscribers, which I'm at like 60 something now, then I'm planning on doing a big old giveaway. You hear that, guys?
Oh, I gotta go sub. Let me pull that in.
Yeah.
Let's get those numbers up, everyone.
Yes,
I'll put
for sure.
Kristen's channel, just in case if you didn't see it. I'll put it right back in the chat. Here it is. Right there.
I just posted a new video, by the way, right before this live, that my daughter actually wrote a song, and I tried to sing it. Didn't do very good, but I mean, it was fun to make, so.
Oh, you for a second. I'm gonna sneeze.
Thank you.
Well, you're up to right now 73 subscribers. So I added myself to the list. Oh, nope, 75. I'm sorry. You got 75 subscribers. Let's get those numbers up. If you're not a subscriber, click that button. We just earned her 75, so, well, 3 more.
I apologize. I had to sneeze, and I did not want to do that one.
You're good.
So you're getting subscribers even as we speak right now. So that is great, everybody. We definitely appreciate that.
Thank you all so much.
Heck yeah, no problem. You're amazing. And I think that when people find you, they're going to instantly fall in love with you. Instantly. Because you just glow happiness and you shine. And I feel privileged to know you. So, and then for you to be my friend, I feel very blessed. Very blessed.
Yes, it was an honor to be on your live stream and to be your friend.
And it brings awareness, because I'll be honest, up until you told your story, I have never heard of that before. And I know I'm cerebellum. I'm pronouncing it wrong. I know. I've never heard of it. So
yeah, it's so rare.
Oh, Tammy says we could all use some happiness right now, and you're up to 77.
That is amazing. That's awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, for sure. And don't forget to subscribe to her Whatnot channel as well.
Yes,
which I will put the
close
once
to
more
5,000 followers on there.
That's awesome. I'll just leave in the chat.
This is the Whatnot channel that I put in is one of her old shows. That's where you could get the bracelets if you're interested. You just have to go under the Buy It Now section.
Yes.
There it is, cerebral ataxia. Thank you, Chris. We appreciate that.
Yes, thank you. Hi. I was like, that's a new name.
That's my husband.
Oh, hello, Chris. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not.
I didn't even know who was doing that.
There he is. Hi.
There's just no way I'm going to be able to pronounce that. It took me a long time to figure out how to pronounce AVM. So the word for that. So it'll take me a little bit to learn this, but I am going to learn it. I do want to do some more research on it because I like things that are rare and to understand them. And I think, yeah, I've never heard of that before. So when you were talking about that the other night, I was like, wow, that's wild.
Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna write a book about my journey after I write the Taylor Rockford book.
I strongly encourage you write a book about it because I think your story is amazing.
Thank you.
I I
really
agree
do.
too.
Does anybody have any questions for Miss Kristen in the chat? I know a lot of you know who she is, so this is your time to ask her away. Ask questions away.
This is your time to ask anything you want, Roman. Take advantage of it.
Uh-oh.
I see that love-hate relationship.
Going out, Roman. Take advantage. If you have a question, this is your time.
Right?
Where is your pink hair?
I'm not brave enough for that yet, Anthony. I told you that. I'll get to it
I honestly
at Halloween.
I think you would rock pink hair.
Thank you.
And it even goes with the shirt color too.
Right?
It actually does, yeah.
And they've got many different shades of pink. Just ask my daughter. She's been pink. She was just pink recently with her hair. Oh.
Uh-oh. She has it already with
Your camera.
unicorn. Oh, is that the unicorn? Like it's
cool.
like the chalk that
Yes.
you put. Yeah, unicorn hair.
It's
That would look
the
awesome.
unicorn hair bubblegum rose color. But I'm scared, guys.
You said it's chalk? It's the chalk stuff?
Is that the one that washes out, or is that the permanent one?
No, it's permanent.
Oh, that's the permanent one.
Yes.
I honestly think you'll rock it. Go for it. Go for it. You only live once, so you might as well enjoy it.
And it's a light enough color that you can use it to something else.
True story.
Roman says, what is, I hope I said that right. I'm not getting everybody confused. What is your favorite plush?
I'm purposely ignoring him. I'm just kidding. I
was like, whoops, what did I do?
No. My favorite plush that I have right now, or just in general, Roman? I need you to be more specific.
I would say answer both of them. Like, what's your favorite one to sell? What's your favorite one to have? What's your favorite one to buy? I mean, whatever.
She is doing. You're right.
Whoa. So Spirit Junkie has a question.
This
How
is a good
is
question.
your
cerebellar ataxia?
Yeah, different from a cerebellar stroke.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Cerebellar ataxia, I was born with it, and I guess cerebrum stroke would just naturally happen as time goes by. That's the best I can give you, because I haven't been through the stroke.
Now, did they say if it's a possibility that could happen?
No. Actually, mine is my husband looked it up when we first started dating, because he likes to be up on all the knowledge of everything. He can tell you random facts from any and everywhere. But he actually looked it up, and it's actually the most... What did you say? What word did you use when you said cerebellar ataxia is?
It's an underdeveloped cerebellum.
I know that one.
What?
Compared to the other ataxias.
Oh, yours is essentially the least severe. It's one of the most rare forms, but the least severe. It has, like, it doesn't progressively get worse over time. Friedrich's ataxia progressively gets worse. Yours
Yeah,
is going to be exactly like it is forever.
Okay. So, anyways, now that I know this about myself, cerebellar ataxia is actually the least severe ataxia, but it is also the most rare ataxia. Friedrich, there is some form of ataxia called Friedrich's ataxia, and I'm not even gonna try to spell that one either, because no, I'm good. But that is the declining. It just gets worse and worse, and it can lead to pretty serious.
Oh, wow.
My ex-boyfriend, he lived in England, and he actually had it. We met on the National Ataxia Foundation site because I wanted to learn more about myself, like what I had, what the doctors couldn't figure out for years. So I got on there, and I ended up meeting people, and then met a boyfriend on there, which turned out to be a huge mistake. I was supposed to be in England for 3 months and ended up being there 2 weeks, with half of that time being trying to get a plane ticket back to South Carolina.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. And that didn't help with other mental health care issues that I suffer from that caused a lot of PTSD as well, and just took me back to a really dark time in my life.
So, what are some of the positive things you do to help you focus from, with the mental health instead of being down? What are some of the things that you do that kind of picks you up and makes you happy and stuff like that?
When I'm writing my books, that makes me really happy, and I think of it as like journaling. And then whenever I paint also, so I am a amateur artist, I guess you can call me. I painted like this beautiful picture for my mom when I was 8 years old. Don't ask me to do the same exact one because I doubt I could. But I paint, and that releases a lot of stress. I really enjoy doing the bracelets as well. And actually, whatnot, like I have severe anxiety and panic attacks, and whatnot has actually brought me out of that instead of kept me in there.
So it helped with breaking the shell that you had yourself in.
Yes, exactly.
That's awesome.
And the best
That
part
is
is
awesome.
making the sales, making the numbers, because you even said that you earned enough for the foundation. That's a huge boost in confidence.
Yes, Harry Tornado was at the golf tournament playing with us last year, and Flippy McFlipperson and my friend Soda City Flip Shane
That's
were all there playing in the golf tournament, and such a boost in confidence. I'm like, they wouldn't be here if it weren't for, me. And just little things like that, seeing, even seeing a $1 sale go by, or 3 people in my chat that want to talk to me.
So when last year, did you feel like the celebrity, or did you feel like you were meeting celebrities?
I want to talk bad about anybody, so I'm not going to. What? She's like, I'll have a drink on that one. But
sorry. I was getting a tickle in my throat.
No, I thought that I was meeting the celebrities. But I got up on stage and I gave a very powerful speech. Like, I don't know if my sister's in the chat. If you are, I'm sorry. My sister she plays a big role in the foundation and at all our events and everything, and she always gets to talk, and I never get to talk, really. So a lot of people don't know who I am. They don't even know that I'm Taylor's sister. And yeah, so that kind of has bothered me for a little while. Low key. I mean, I'm not gonna go start a fight with somebody because of it, but yeah, it's a little troublesome. I don't want the recognition. I just want to know, hey, there were other people that loved him too, and that are founders of this foundation as well. But so I got to speak for the first time last year, and it was very heartfelt. And again, if my sister's in the chat, I'm very sorry, Jade, but people didn't really pay attention when she was talking. They were all on their phones and stuff. But when I started talking, I don't know if it's the cerebellar ataxia or just that it came from the heart or whatever, or a combination of the two, maybe. But everybody stopped and they froze. And then I got to talk again. I got invited to talk again, and I'm like, oh gosh, well, maybe I should finish this book really soon about my brother.
Finish the book.
Yeah, I agree.
Spirit has a couple of questions. I don't.
Yep. Okay. Is there a higher probability for dementia, which has risen in occurrence in the last 20 years, or are you at risk of other problems as you age? Because it sounds like your anatomy, I think that's the word, is smaller, if I am understanding correctly.
I haven't heard the dementia risk before. I haven't, none of my doctors have said anything about that or anything. But the cerebellar ataxia in itself does come with a underdeveloped cerebellum. That's basically what it means.
Okay, so at this time, you don't know if there's any risk, or do you
Right.
know that there's no other risk?
I mean, not that I'm aware of. My doctors haven't brought anything to my attention ever.
So that's very positive. That's very
yeah.
positive. Spirit Junkie also asks, you are certainly bold and you're very articulate.
Thank you so much, Spirit Junkie.
The ability to connect with an audience is rare. Not everyone can do that. I have to agree. I have to agree 100% with that one. Not everybody is meant to be able to talk in front of an audience. I know I'm not good at it. I try, but I know I'm not good at it. But Tommy, on the other hand, like in our situation, Tommy is phenomenal with it. He's able to go into a room and be able to, talk with everybody and, connect with everybody, where I'm just a little standoffish. I'm like, I'll be okay. You know what I mean? Is that how you feel?
I'm very shy. But Whatnot has brought out a whole different side of me, like that I didn't even know I had.
And I mean, you said you've been doing it for roughly a year now with the Whatnot.
Yes,
You're going to keep
little over a
growing
year.
and growing and growing. So that's what's beautiful about it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So Melanie, real quick, let me make us all even here on the screen. You're not in trouble, I promise. I promise. When you came out of your show, do you remember when that was?
I have lots of shells.
Okay, the
Well,
one for lives.
you're talking about the Best Singer, right?
Yep,
That one.
Singer YouTube style.
She'll never let me live this out, because yes, Tommy and Des had a singing competition similar to the Masked Singer that was on Fox at the time, and basically each week we had to record a song, submit it, but nobody knows who was singing.
Tommy was the only one that knew. Me and Dwayne, Mothership Products, had no idea who it was. We were the ones that had to guess.
And every week we all submitted a song, and each week they would like vote I don't know, they would vote somebody off. And that really boosted my confidence, because I was singing, and I'm not really a singer. So I was singing.
You should try it.
But the funny thing is, I mean, I've been on YouTube now for like 4.5 years. So like now it's comfortable for me to talk to people. It's comfortable for me to be on. But in the beginning, oh no, I was scared. I was shaking. I remember the first time I did an auction, and it was bad. Really bad.
I ain't even gonna lie. I give you mad props. Both of you mad props, because I suck at auctions. I'm like, I write everything down. I'm like, because I know what I'm gonna say, but I'm like, all right, Tommy, your turn.
Just two things to point out, because Dragon Master gave a wonderful compliment, and Spirit gave and I think point those out, and then we can talk about the best.
Yep. So Anthony says, I agree to that. She blows me out of the water on Whatnot. That's pretty cool.
You're just starting, Anthony. You'll get the hang of it. You blow me out of the water on eBay.
It takes time to start and build up an audience and build the following.
Yes, you gotta be consistent with it.
For sure. So Spirit Junkie said, I asked these cerebellum, right?
You got
questions because I have had 2 cerebellum strokes. It's been the most difficult thing I've had to overcome. Hats off to you.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Thank you.
Go ahead.
I wish I was better at answering some of the questions that you threw out.
You did phenomenal. You did phenomenal. You answered what you knew, and that's all. I mean, none of us are professionals in the mental
Right.
health or, in the health industry at all. So, I mean, what we know is what we've all experienced. Each of our experiences are also different. And you may be diagnosed with the same thing, but it's going to affect you differently. And
Yeah.
so, having people come on, having me and Melanie and even Miss Kristen here, sharing our stories, it could be helpful to somebody else out there. Our stories can be somebody else's survival, their survival.
Exactly.
So that's why I like doing this. And I've learned things and struggling, when you're struggling and you have different people that come on, different people that come into the chats, you learn, well, okay, this worked for them. Could it possibly work for me?
Yeah.
So it's to help everybody and give everybody that opportunity to try to find something that'll work for them. um Anthony says it breaks her out of her shell, and doing lives puts me into mine. Oh, so it's kind of like reversed.
Is opposite.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's a very interesting way. Wow. You'll have to. Can you explain, Anthony, why you feel that way and what caused it to happen that way? I'm kind of curious. Did anyone ever steer you towards a
Ketogenic lifestyle.
like the Charlie Foundation? What is that?
I don't know what the Charlie Foundation is, but ketogenic lifestyle would be similar to low carb. So it's a low carb lifestyle.
No. And I probably wouldn't do keto just because.
You like your food too much?
Yes, I like my food too much.
That's my problem. I love food too much.
I'm
I
on the seafood diet. I see food and I like it.
Seafood and eating, I love it.
I love that. I mean, I'm a sucker for buffets, and it shows. But you know what? I'm okay with that now.
It
Not
does
for a while
not.
I wasn't, but
Anything. Not saying anything. No.
Spirit
Aw,
Junkie says you're a
thank
fantastic
you.
singer. I
Aw.
liked what you did for the Masked Singer YouTube style. For the simple fact is, every week I got through, like, I had no idea who you were. And then when you did the double voices, I was like, this is a duet? What in the world? Now, if you guys want to check those out, go over to the Bargain Effect on YouTube. I believe he still has those up for everybody. So if you want to see some pretty funny stuff with music and Masked Singer YouTube style, it's over on the Bargain Effects channel.
Okay.
And
Or I have a little folder just of my singing if you want to hear how bad I sing. No, everybody say it's good, but yeah, I do funny cartoon voices when I sing.
it's awesome. It's awesome. And maybe when things calm down, and we get everything situated, maybe we can all talk Tommy and Dwayne into bringing it back for another season once everything settles down. This is actually
It sounds fun, so let's do it.
right. And so this is, let me take this out. This was the mug. Let me
Oh,
make
I'm
myself
so
a little bit
upset.
bigger.
My mug got lost and I don't have my mug anymore, but that was a great thing. Aw.
Yeah, this is what we made for the winners.
Oh my god.
I would love for you to bring that back. I would love for you to bring that back.
I think we should, but like I said, we need to, make sure everything's calmed down. There's time to do it, stuff like that, and then we have to make sure that Tommy and Dwayne, can get together and do that because I was just kind of like the one in the background that was like, let these two talk and let me see if I can figure out who this is. Now, during that season that they did this, I didn't get anybody right. I thought I could. I didn't get nobody right. Nobody. So yeah, and then there's one of them when Cajun Roots Johnny revealed, because that if you get eliminated, then you come on as a co-host for that week that you got eliminated. So I had no idea, and I guess my face, I'm really hard, or it's really hard for me to like hide my surprise, like my facial expressions. A lot of people can tell if I'm really, what the deal is with me, because I can't cover my facial expressions very well, can't control those. So when Johnny was revealed that he was part of it, I like almost fell out of my chair.
Yeah,
like,
he
no way.
altered his voice. So that was difficult because he started out as a female, and each week he lowered his voice back to his natural voice. So you couldn't tell it was him at all.
I thought it was different people. Like I thought, like for his songs, I really thought that they were. It was a group of people taking turns. Like I didn't know, and it's just like with Melanie's. I thought it was two people singing. I had no idea it was just two, So if we can get them to bring it back, that would be awesome. It would definitely have to be during the winter time, because that's usually when everything slows down for us, and we're not just like running around with our heads cut off. But I'm hoping we can bring it back. I think that would be really cool. And like I said, check out the Bargain Effects channel. He says he still has them up, and everybody's welcome to join into it, and it'd be cool if Miss Kristen did it.
No, I don't know about that now.
I hear somebody does karaoke on her whatnot.
Do I get tipped for this? I'm just kidding. That could be a plan. I could work something out.
I really would love if you went back.
Yeah, it would. I think, and then we did end up, because the situation happened, we ended up with the three last people that were in the finals. They all ended up with a mug, and it was just tie at the end. So Miss Beth says, Reseller Robo says, I used to throw up before and after my live streams because of anxiety, right?
Yeah, probably.
I actually have to like woosah. that would be my advice to people who get nervous before a live stream. Woosah. You say woosah and you rub your earlobes and you woosah. And then when you're saying woosah, let out the breath, and that would be my thing. What is your thing that you do, Miss Kristen, before your whatnot shows?
I shake, which is not hard to do for me. But I have a sense of humor about it, guys, so you gotta laugh too. Haha. 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 Still waiting on the ha's, guys. No, I do a little dance, I shake a little bit, and then I press that go live button because I cannot. The worst part is pressing the go live button for me. And for a lot of people that I've heard, that's the worst part.
Now, do you dual stream when you are on Whatnot?
I have thought about it. That was the whole point of my YouTube channel, actually. But it's kind of not happened yet.
Tommy had it set up, and I don't know how he had it set up. So,
well, see, now we're all streaming, all three of us. So,
yep. Right now we are actually dual streaming from StreamYard. We're streaming on Miss Kristen's channel, we're streaming on Melanie's channel, and we're streaming on my channel. So we just learned about that a couple weeks ago, and it's pretty fun. I actually like it, and I think more people should do it, especially if they have guests on, let them stream to their channel as well. I think that's awesome.
It brings people to your channel and theirs,
Exactly.
Yeah,
I wish they would find a way to meld the conversations together. That's the only thing I wish they would do, but I guess you can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, give it time. Give it time. They got AI going on, so maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone has to find a groove just their own. I agree. Yes. I agree. Mm-hmm. Spirit Junkie says, I am a science geek. You're good. I've never met another striver. Did I say that right? Thriver. Okay. Yeah. You are enormously encouraging. Everything happens for a reason.
Thank you so much.
See? Are you happy? Who's sad? Kristen.
I think of, when you say that, I think of Anger Management with Jack Nicholson, where he's like, Goose Fraba. You have to see that. If you've never seen Anger Management, it's with Jack Nicholson and Adam Sandler. And basically, Jack Nicholson is the therapist that Adam Sandler has to go. And there's just Goose Fabra.
I like Woosa. I can say that one.
Every time you say that, I don't know why I thought of that. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. That's so funny.
My dad was I don't know why I just thought of this, but my dad was actually talking to me one night when I was like 8 or 9 years old. I was talking to him on the front porch, and he was telling my stepmom that I feel like I'm yelling, guys. Sorry. But he was telling my stepmom that I was taking like forever. I took forever to come out or something out of my mom's belly. And I was like, and this was in NSYNC days. So I was like, Dad, that's because God must have spent a little more time on me. Don't know how, like, that just off the cuff, that just came out, and I will never forget that moment. So, random little tidbit.
That's actually pretty awesome. I would have never come up with anything like that.
I was like, well, you gotta thank those NSYNC boys over there. I mean,
right?
That I grew up with.
Gotta love, that was the battle of the boy bands.
Oh, yes.
NSYNC
and Backstreet Boys, but I'm a Backstreet Boys are all the way.
I like them all. I liked all their music. They each all had songs that I liked, and I could never choose who my favorite was.
To
Yeah.
me, they're all the
There's
same.
98 Degrees. There's
They're melded together as the same boy band.
Pretty
I feel
much.
like they're the same boy band, just a different characters.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Spirit Junkie says, "What are the chances I could find someone to relate to?" Nil. Some people get defeated by their disability.
Absolutely.
If you do you have a Facebook, Spirit Junkie? Or actually, I think they have a website as well. National Ataxia Foundation. I'm sure you can find somebody with cerebellar issues as well. Not just ataxia in general, but Backstreet Boys are all resellers now.
Are they really?
No, that's what Roman said.
Oh, I was like,
You can't
I had
believe
to think about that for a minute. I'm like, wait,
you
what?
can't believe Roman. Y'all don't believe that guy in the corner.
So keepy.
All right, I lost my spot because my chat bounced on me. So give me a second to find where I was at. So I make sure I get all the. Okay, here we go. I don't like. Okay, so Anthony. Yep, Anthony is answering my question from before. I don't like being on camera. I have very messed up teeth, and in fact, I reshoot a lot of my videos so that people can't see them. And being live, there are no reshots.
Can I answer that? Like, just make a statement to that?
Yeah,
I know
go
a
ahead.
lot of people who have teeth issues, and that's like the number one thing they're embarrassed. I can assure you, people are not staring at your teeth. When you're doing a show, it's not something that's even on their mind or on their radar. But when it comes to a person who has teeth issues, it's such a big obstacle. But I can assure you, they really don't care about your teeth. They're more concerned about what the product you're showing and your enthusiasm and your personality. So, you know something, go live. Don't worry about reshoots. Be happy, be yourself, and don't worry about your teeth.
Yeah.
That's yeah. And I know that's hard. I mean, it's easier said than done, but I've said that to so many people because I hear the same thing over and over. But my teeth, my teeth.
I've seen people on there without any teeth before, and just they have a good personality, so people buy from them, and they seem to love them. Anthony, you're a very likable guy. We just texted about this the other day. Believe me, please.
Anthony, I have messed up teeth. Unfortunately, it's just how I was born, and things happen. And it's hard some days, so I can 100% agree with the feeling of, well, are people watching? Are they going to see? Are they going to judge me? But you can do it. And Kristen says you got a great personality. That's all that matters. That is 100% all that matters. And the right people will find you. And the people who are rude and nasty, there's called a block button for that kind of stuff. And
Yes.
you have us, we'll come in and support you. That is not a problem. And you don't have to worry about it. Not at all. So, you be
And
you and get that groove on.
yes.
Yes. There for
Be
you 100%, Anthony. I'm always modding your shows. Never missed one that I know of. So keep doing you, please.
Amen. I agree. Spirit Jenny said, I don't blame you. I love food too.
Like that. Just seafood and eat it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're talking about the eclipse.
I hide from solar eclipse every day.
Roman, we don't talk about Bruno in this chat.
And see, I'm thinking the real eclipse. That's a person.
When you said that, all I could picture in my head is Jasmine, my daughter, running around when that song came out, singing that song, and I'm like, and that means what? And then she just keeps singing, dancing, running around. I'm like, oh. So when I hear that, that's what plays in my head.
I would not know that song if it weren't for my kids. But Bruno, when I refer to Bruno, I refer to Roman. We don't talk about him. He's a great guy. He's a great guy and gave Anthony some great advice up there. Great personality. But other than that, it's all fake news. I'm just kidding.
Wow. Wow. Spirit Junkie says she did a short singing release about a month ago with a guy and a girl. Who
that was
did?
me.
Oh.
I did.
Oh yeah. On TikTok, right?
Yeah, I started doing like where I duet with other singers just for fun.
That's right. Kristen, do you have a TikTok?
I do not. Apparently the Chinese are going to steal all our information from the IT professional in my house.
Either that or they're going to shut it down because they keep threatening to shut it down. So,
yeah, it's like past the go. I was just wondering if you had a TikTok.
If I have a TikTok.
Oh, no. TikTok's blocked on our network.
TikTok's blocked on our network, apparently.
Alrighty. Well, and that's all that needs to be said. That's cool.
Communist Party, CCP.
I don't know what that
but
is.
I would like to.
Well, it's every house is different. And so I know I put videos up on TikTok. Tommy puts videos up on TikTok. He does a lot of reseller TikToks. And so I do some mental health and then my birds, my animals, and then
animals is what's going to get you to go viral. You know what it is? It's like you put up an animal video, everybody watches it. You put up a serious video, nobody wants to see it.
Exactly.
Yeah, my most watched video is the video of me walking after my ABM spleen rupture. And
really?
Yep, it was 3 days after that happened, and my nurse made me get up and move.
That's a good thing. You needed to move.
Yes. Yeah, because I wanted to give up. Boy, did I want to give up. So in May, on the 5-year anniversary of that, I will be going live and talking about it and sharing updates from the last 5 years since it happened. So it'll be interesting. A lot of let me tell you. What's that?
I'll be sure to check it out.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Fabulous. It's brave to be vulnerable. Did I say that word right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. Okay. For the life of me.
You said it perfectly.
Yeah, and usually I can't. Usually
I have
I can't.
trouble saying that word sometimes too.
Yeah, just like I can't say the other word for worldwide. Starts with a G.
Global.
Geography.
Global.
Yeah, I can't say that word.
Global.
Yeah,
Global.
I can't say that word.
Aww.
And I'm not even gonna try it live on YouTube.
You're probably saying perfectly, but you're not hearing yourself saying it perfectly, and that
No.
could be what
No, it's bad. Tommy works with me trying to pronounce it, and
Aww.
it's to the point where he wanted to have that word incorporated in his business title, and because I couldn't say it, he did not go with it.
Okay, here's a question: can you say glow? Just the word glow.
We're just gonna we will talk after the live.
Okay. No, because I was gonna say if you just separate into two words, but
right, and
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Beth remembers. I can't say it. It's
Okay,
really
fine.
hard for me. Like if I'm not thinking about it, or once in a while I get it right and I get like super excited and then I lose it.
Aw.
It's like, so yeah, so it's pretty crazy. Anthony said, Kristen says I pull off bald well.
You do, Anthony.
Huh. That's pretty interesting. Do you think I could pull off bald?
Oh no, she's thinking
Okay.
of cutting her hair. No. Your hair is gorgeous.
Don't cut your hair.
It's
All right.
gorgeous.
Kristen said I'm not allowed to cut my hair. You hear that,
Thank
Tommy? I'm not allowed to cut my hair.
Thank you. I would have
Yeah.
said the same thing, but she didn't listen to me.
Tommy, if you're listening, she's not allowed to cut her hair.
Thank you.
Because I said so.
There you go.
And Melanie said so.
See, I don't get listened to. I just read over it and it's like, Kristen says it, then it's, yeah.
Well, Melanie told me I wasn't allowed to cut it either. And so
Yeah,
that's
but I don't guess
double whammy. So that's double whammy, Tommy. I'm not allowed to cut my hair. So we got to make sure that my
Yes.
mom knows this because my mom's a beautician.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Don't be like,
And
hey, let me do this to you. No.
so I was going to actually have her cut my hair because it's so long that it's to the middle of almost to the middle of the back of my thighs.
At least, okay, if you want to cut it up to the end.
That's-
Like buttocks. Like just buttocks. Don't go any. Your hair is too gorgeous.
It
is pretty.
It keeps falling out. I'm getting old. But yeah, we had this discussion before we went live. Yeah, I'm thinking about cutting it. But
No.
yeah, now I have two people telling me I'm not allowed to cut it. So maybe trim it, but not too much. Is there a special goal? Okay, so here's a question for you, Miss Kristen. Is there a special goal for your life? Something you wish for, a secret desire? Ooh.
Channing Tatum. I'm just kidding. My husband's right here, so I can't say that. But
I just the pony song. Cowboy hat. Sorry.
Special goal in my life. I just want to honestly spread awareness in any way that I can for mental health and drug addiction as well. Finish writing my book, short-term goal. And then after that, write the book about cerebellar ataxia. But I just want to keep seeing people smile and making them small, hopefully.
Oh yeah, I don't
reason.
think you're gonna have a problem with that, dear. I don't think you're gonna have a problem with
Thank
that.
you.
So
Everybody's gonna smile.
you are the ray of sunshine that everybody needs.
Oh, thank you.
There's a few channels within our YouTube sellers who have karaoke nights.
Oh,
Ooh.
really? That's cool.
You so have to bring it back. Bring it back.
Do it.
I won't be able to do my voices. They'll know who I am this time.
Well, you were in the top 3 the last time, so you automatically have to do it anyway.
No.
Yep.
I gotta pick a voice.
Trent's
I'll
got to
pick
do
a
it too. And he just doesn't know it yet.
Speaking of singing, guys, so this isn't relevant at all, but I just posted a YouTube video like right before I came on this live. My daughter wrote a song for me, a theme song for One Thrifty Mom. So it's a compilation of like whatnot auctions and stuff with her song in the background that I tried to sing. I don't sing. So in the shower, I think, but that's about it.
I think everybody sings in the shower. It's when you dance in the shower that it gets a little dangerous.
I have done that before.
I have to.
And I'm just gonna skip ahead real quick. Hello, JRKR, and hello, True. I'm just saying hello. We're going slowly through the chat, but about the time we get to you, it's gonna be a while. So that's why I'm saying hello.
So Anthony says, everyone encourage Kristen to film your hunting plush at the bins and tell her to trip Harry Tornado at the door.
So do you see Harry Tornado a lot of times when you're hunting for plush?
I do. I see him. My dad has a booth where his booth is. So I see him all the time in that area as well, which is like right down the road from our Goodwill bins too. So
Goodwill bins are nice. We like Goodwill bins. We don't like St. Benedicta Paws bins. Those ones, they got mean people.
Goodwill bins can get a little feisty, especially when you got Harold Tornado trying to steal all the good plush. I'm just kidding. I've never fought him. Never would hurt a fly, actually.
I remember when Harry Tornado started too.
Yeah.
We've been around a long time. Spirit Junkie said the missing conversation is a bummer. It is when you're trying to remember everything that you were talking about and you're trying to get through the chats.
Well, also that was in reference to streaming on different platforms. You don't get to see conversations.
Thank you. I thought maybe I missed something else.
We're really behind in the chat. I'll just tell you that.
Okay, I'll try to catch up. Anthony said that's what I think of too, is how you said it.
Fraba. That's from Anger Management. Anger Management. Goose Fraba.
Oh, there's where. Okay, so Roman said Backstreet Boys are all resellers now. Okay.
Yeah, we're far.
We're way past that, Roman. Stop.
Spirit Junkie says no Facebook. I'll check though. Okay. When for contacting. Okay, Melanie did drop the link there. Anthony said, just explaining why I don't like to be on the camera, LOL. And we get it. We get it. But you got this. You got this.
You got it.
Kristen was very encouraging. Anthony, okay, that's where, okay, see, I am very far behind. I apologize. Let's see if we can catch up here.
You can say Roman's name in that last comment, but otherwise Roman can only say ha ha ha, apparently.
After you said that, solar eclipse promised to be back next week. I missed that one. No, we're not getting no more solar eclipses. Not for a while. Yesterday was crazy, but we'll talk about that on Thursday.
2033 in Alaska and 2044 in the rest. So it won't be till 2044. 2044. That's the next one.
Sorry, guys.
That's the Bruno song, right? Anthony says, I wish TikTok was blocked on every network. I'm tired of people sending them to me. I'm sorry. I try not to send unless it's something that's really catching my eye. And it's like, oh, I watched a lot of Pearl opening on there and animals. I'm horrible when it comes to animals and TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I have 6 dogs. So
That is a lot of dogs.
yes, I went a little crazy. And my husband doesn't like me for it, so
They're
we
part of
don't
the family.
talk about that Bruno either.
Dogs are like your children, so they're part of the family.
Yes, they are.
Mine is birds.
And
How many
obviously,
birds do
see
you
what I
have?
have. I have cats.
How many cats?
I have 3. 3 cats.
How many birds?
9 parakeets, 1 parrot, and 1 duck.
She's the bird woman.
Excuse me.
And then all the outside birds.
6 dogs is a lot.
No, I never said they were a lot. I was laughing because I'm thinking in my head, yeah, I have way more than that for birds.
I just have my 3 cats. They're happy. They always fight for whoever's going to be on the back of my chair. So today, Hope is on the back of the chair. Another time,
She won today.
She won today, so she gets the back of the chair.
Yeah, I bought a bird bath for the birds today for the parakeets. Because my parrot, Mr. Spicy Pickle, he's too big for it, so I put it in little birdie's cage, and Storm got out and she bit me when I tried to pick her up to put her back in.
Oh,
she's sassy. She's grounded now. I said no bath for you.
But do they like the bath? Have they been like?
I don't know. I think it's going to take a couple days for them to adjust to it. But it looks like a little boat with a mirror. And then it just kind of twists and sticks to the side, and hopefully they'll use it. And if not, then I'll just sell it. Or I'll have Tommy sell it.
Time out. Time for that bird.
Yeah, I think Mr. Pickles would be too.
It's not fine.
I think Mr. Pickles would be too heavy for it. Although he likes to take baths, and he'll let you know every Saturday morning if he doesn't have fresh water in time for him to have a bath.
Oh, God.
So
will just say, in regards to this comment, Spirit Junkie, they are not necessarily my crazy theories. I am just spreading the joy of other crazy theories.
Yeah, on Thursdays, we're on Melanie Lightbeam's channel, and we do paranormal, crazy theories, people's theories, all that kind of
Do
stuff.
y'all go ghost hunting?
We do not. We talk about ghost hunting.
I used to go when I was living in Stephenville. They had the Stephenville Paranormal Society, and we used to go ghost hunting. But now I'm in a different area. But I want to do that again. I missed that. It was like creepy stuff. But
I've heard it was fun.
I'd like to do it. Like actually do it with like equipment and, you know, actual people that want to go ghost hunting. So maybe someday. It's on my bucket list. I want to go ghost hunting.
I'm almost tempted to throw a question out, but I'm not gonna get started. But my mind was blown today about a stupid little fact that is aggravating me.
Well, Thursday we will definitely be.
Thursday we'll discuss it.
We got to add that to the list of other stuff that's been going on crazy.
That is added because I am angry about that one.
Anthony says, I'm from Philly. We don't say T and G sounds.
Really?
Oh.
Huh. I never noticed that.
Now, you're from New York, though, aren't you, Melanie?
Mm-hmm.
So
my accent definitely comes out if I'm angry or overly excited. Oh, yeah, when I'm angry, forget it. And then everybody says when my mom starts talking with me, then the accent gets exaggerated.
See, and I was born in Florida, and I was raised there until almost 11 years old. And if I talk to any of my cousins or my aunts, I get my little accent, my little Florida accent, because it's different than the Wisconsin accent that I have. Yep. Beth said, I remember at the Shamrock Pixie, I said worldwide, and you said, I'm glad you didn't say that word.
It's like beep, 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 beep.
Yup. I'm not incriminating myself.
She was trying to get you to say the word.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I should not have pressured.
No. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say I was just gonna read Beth's comment. I didn't understand why you were saying that. Now I know.
So
Hey, Chu.
I remembered a random thing that I was gonna tell y'all about the Sarah Beller text. Yeah.
Go right ahead.
Sorry for being so random with it. I was actually arrested due to my cerebellar ataxia before. It's my first and only arrest. Now to get a job in the field that I was studying for, I have to pay like a bunch of money to get it expunged completely off my record. But he pulled me over for a DUI because my boyfriend at the time was drinking, so the car smelled like alcohol, and I was just trying to get him home safely. Well, and when I tell this story, everybody looks at me like I'm stupid because, you know how, or maybe you don't, but, there are like different ways to turn the lights on in a car. Like you can, I don't know, pull something and you can do it another way. It's weird.
Yeah, mine I have to actually on the dash. I gotta turn them. No, that's Tommy's. one of our vehicles, you got to go on the dash and turn it. The other one, you just turn it with the little blinker stick thing
Yeah.
that I can't
Well,
for some reason think of the name.
see, when I tell this story every time, it's like nobody believes me. Like, there are different ways to turn on lights in cars. And I'm like,
Mhm.
y'all, there are. Seriously. I'm telling you.
Same
But
thing with the hazards. There's different spots for where the hazards lights are. If you want to know what your hazards, yeah.
exactly. As cars evolve,
Mhm.
you know, you would think people evolve, but sometimes they don't.
Oh,
When
wow.
it comes to the light situation and knowing that there are different ways to turn on a light in a car. But yeah, so I got pulled over for not having my lights on because I didn't know how to turn them on in his car. And the guy asked me to step out of the car real quick. And I stepped out and I passed every test he gave me, the alphabet test, the eye test, the walking back and forth test, everything. And I mean, I didn't even know I could walk with one foot in front of the other, but I did it. And he said, "Ma'am, can you put your hands behind your back?" I said, "Are you arresting me?" Like, I was scared. I wasn't trying to be a smart butt. I was just scared.
Right.
And I was like, "Can I call my dad first?" And
If you
like,
don't
I
mind me
still,
asking, did you tell them that you had a condition, or that wasn't even in the discussion?
yeah,
You,
I told him several times,
he didn't believe you.
outside of the cop car and inside. And then I had seizures growing up for a little while. Like short term. But now I'm finally like 6 years clear of no seizures. Thank goodness.
Awesome.
Thank you. But so I was telling him, you know, I feel like I'm about to have a seizure. This was before I knew about my panic attacks. And by law, they're supposed to take you to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I'm not staying up at the hospital with you.
That's wrong.
Just
That's his job.
just because of a little shaking problem.
That's his
And I'm not wasting my night. And I was like, are you serious right now? Like, is this a joke? Am I being pranked? And no, he took me to jail, booked me and everything.
But you were able to prove that you weren't intoxicated, so it should have never showed up on your record. It should have been completely dismissed.
Well, so probably gonna get a bunch of backlash for this, but I've never been in trouble before, so I didn't know, you know, how the little thing works that you blow into.
The breathalyzer.
So yeah, so I wasn't able to do that. And I asked him, you know, can I try one more time, the third time? And he said, no, I'm just going to write down that you refused.
Oh, that's
And by
Blood.
then I was behind the bars. I couldn't do anything about it. So that cop has long since been
Terminated.
I was that is a
terminated.
multi. Yeah, I was going to say that is a multi issue. I mean, he did so many wrong things.
Yeah. And me and my attorney were looking back at it when we were getting ready to go to trial, and he was talking crap about me with his other cop friends, like on the camera. And he's like, what'd he say? I'm not going to sit at the hospital with this girl. She can rot in jail. And then when I got into the jail, I asked, they have like, I don't know, it's like a bookshelf, book note thing, hard wood, for a bed. And I was like, y'all, can I please lay on the floor at least, I don't expect to blow a mattress, but can you give me the raggediest blanket you have or something? No, you can lay there. They don't care. The justice system is so screwed up sometimes. And I was going to school for forensic anthropology, and now I can't get a job at a jail or anything because of that. And I got my license taken, so my license was I just got that back in 2018, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Some cops do not deserve to be cops. Let's just say that.
No.
Yeah.
They should be.
And I mean, anytime Victor said it, they can't force you to take a breathalyzer. But if you don't take it, they will take you to jail. So that's.
But she wasn't refusing. That's the thing.
Right.
He just put it that way because
he didn't want to deal with the paperwork and everything. He just
right.
He already had me at the jail whenever he was trying to do the breathalyzer. So I wasn't on the side of the road or anything at that point.
Yeah.
So I guess that there was no getting out of that one, but he still didn't have to be so rude.
Right. Yeah, wow, that is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Beth said I accidentally used her hairbrush and she threw it away because there were blonde hairs in it and we had to get totally different looking.
Hey, some people are like that. My mother is like that. You cannot use her hairbrush. She thinks that's the worst thing that could possibly happen is to use a hairbrush.
That's this house. Jaslyn has her own hairbrush. I have my own hairbrush, and Tommy has his own hairbrush. That's wild. I have an issue with brushes. My hair, when I go to brush my hair, if it's a cheaply made brush, it breaks. Like the handle snaps completely off.
Same
you need one of
those
TikTok brushes that they all use.
I'm not spending that kind of money for it. I'll just keep breaking the dollar store brushes and get a new one. Wow. Christopher says if you cut your hair, you can donate it to people with cancer. I have gone that route a long time ago, and I'm not sure how I feel about that situation with my hair because the last time I did try to donate it, a very nasty situation ended up happening with it. If somebody likes my hair and I do cut it and they're like, can I have your hair for a wig? Absolutely. But just donating it to donate it, it brings back bad memories. So, I'll tell my mom to do some, but if I decide, I probably won't cut it. It's taken me about 5 years to grow it this long, so I might not. It's slowed down through the years, but yeah, it is a very good idea. And that's a very good idea for other people too. If you have long hair and you want, you cut it, definitely look for a place, a foundation, or go to the cancer centers and ask them how you can go about donating your hair, to help with making wigs and stuff. Um, if it's a child that has cancer and they love my hair, I would cut it in a heartbeat for them, for a child. So if my hair does end up getting cut, yeah, definitely for kids. We actually have a Ronald McDonald House in Marshfield, which is like 2 hours away from us, maybe not even 2 hours away. So you can always find one of those places too and ask them where you can donate as well. Awesome. Awesome to make the world a brighter place for sure. And again, hello, JRKR. Welcome,
Hey,
welcome.
Jen.
Oh, okay. I'll be watching that for sure. LOL. I'm not sure if that's the or the May show, or if we were talking about something else. So I do apologize. I am very far behind.
I think that was Thursday.
Okay,
Thursday.
Thursday. Yep. Yeah, I couldn't remember exactly which one it was. So,
we'll be talking about fun stuff on Thursday.
Yeah, every Thursday we get together and we have the fun conversations, the different things. I taped my dad singing in the shower when I was about 12 and he farted. We still have that cassette somewhere.
Oh my God.
My dad used to sing in the shower too. They're men. When I sing in the shower, my neighbors start knocking on the floors for some reason. The cat.
I want to hear you say.
Our cat. So we have all the birds. We have the duck, which the cat is afraid of the duck. Her best friend, she tries to be with Mr. Pickles, and the parakeets are her babies.
Aww.
And she likes to. Her name is Gabby, because she talks a lot. She likes to go into the bathroom and get in between the plastic shower curtain and the cloth shower curtain and just sit there. So if any of us are singing in the shower, she's right there. That's our audience. And it's a little creepy sometimes. So I will have to go back and watch. All right, sounds good. I am dying over here. Oh boy. Please no. It's not good.
Laughter. Dying of laughter.
Roman likes to see the other YouTubers get behind in the chat. It relaxes his anxiety too. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty bad at that. I always lose my spot, or yeah. It's welcome to the Shamrock Pixie, the Crazy Show. That's 5 dogs too many, just saying, Spirit Junkie said.
You can never have too many dogs.
You can never have too many animals. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. However, there
I'm
is a
an
limit in our
animal
house.
lover. So
And people who have really good souls and who like to help other people tend to have a lot of animals.
yes.
Believe me,
And
if
a lot of
I
times people who don't want to, what's that?
I said I would be collecting more cats if I could, but right now 3 is my limit. But if it was up to me, I would just be taking them in.
Yeah, cats can be great. I'm more of a dog person. However, dogs and I at this time, which I'll explain in May, dogs, I'm a little standoffish for the last 5 years with them. So, they're beautiful. I think they're great. I'd love to have one. Just, I personally need to get over the anxiety of it. So, we're not ready to have a dog. I'd like to at least, wait until all the birds have gone over the rainbow bridge and before I do that. So, but get like 10 more. For me.
Dare I say this, but Mr. Pickles will outlive Wolf.
Well, his breed, about 30 years, and that's in like perfect condition.
Oh, just 30 years?
situation.
Okay. I thought he was one of those breeds like 100
40.
years old.
No. Different type of parrot.
Okay.
Those are like
Because I'm like, he's going to outlive all of you.
Well, it would be nice if he did. However, I don't think that's going to happen because of the life he had before we got him.
I didn't realize that was his life cycle. I thought he was the one with the longer one.
The important years he is spending with us. We are his last forever home. I am his last forever mama. And so I take as many pictures as I possibly can with him because I know that when the time comes, I want to have all the memories that I possibly can with him. However, I can't hold him all the time because I do itch. I think I am allergic to the birds, but I don't care. They are my babies and I love them. So, but it's why I have Kristen run my whatnot chat in slow-mo and I still can't keep up with the chat. Yeah, I probably should have put slow-mo on, but it's all right. Anthony, 100%. Anthony, I'm still reading this chat from the start. I almost started again. From your first live.
We're good.
Mel. Sorry, that wasn't more precise.
You were precise. I understood exactly what you were saying, Spirit.
Own it, LOL. We are the normal ones, no accent, LOL. Actually, I have been told, accent-wise, that when people listen to me talk, they think I'm from Colorado. Or Connecticut. I'm sorry, Connecticut.
Yeah, I can hear that.
I don't know how, because I grew up in Wisconsin, been in Wisconsin most of my life, but was born and raised in Florida until I was almost 11. So it's like a combination of those two accents put together.
I get more of the Wisconsin, Floridian vibe from you. So.
Yep. I was born in the South, raised in the North. And we wonder why my brain is confused.
I do not have accent, so I'm not Texan at all. I'm in Texas.
I don't hear Texas. I do have friends that are from Texas that I've talked to on the phone. You do not have the Texas accent. However, you do have underlined just a little bit because you do live there. So you picked out that little bit of underline, but you definitely New York. Say, forget about it.
I'm losing my touch. Forget about it.
We watched that movie last night.
You finally did. I love that. Good movie, right? Or was it sad? It was.
I'm out. The jury's still out on it.
Oh, I love that one. Okay. We are talking about Bronx Tale, right? Or are you talking about Sleepers? Oh, Sleepers. Yeah, that one I said would be disturbing.
Yes.
I thought you meant Bronx Tale. Bronx Tale's like, come to Chaz
No, not yet. We haven't watched that one yet. We're probably going to watch that one tomorrow night. Yeah, we'll probably watch that tomorrow night. I like mobster stuff. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I just absolutely love any movie that has to do with the mobsters. I'm guilty of that.
You will I'm telling you, you'll love Bronx Tale.
Yeah, I love the mafia. I love mobster stuff. You know, Vegas. I told Tommy that I want to get married in front of the Valentine Day Massacre wall.
That is a very interesting wish. I just want to get married in front of the massacre wall. Why not?
Hey, Valentine's Day was, different. No, I do want to go to the mob museum in Las Vegas, and I would love to be able to get married at the mob museum in Las Vegas. I think that would be cool. That's just me. I didn't know I had a Philly accent until I walked into a store in New York and asked for a water. Oh, water. I'm like, water?
I think. I don't know.
Water. Yep.
Anthony, can you explain
that's
that
water.
one a little more?
That's definitely what he's trying to say.
Okay.
I can never find the hazard. Oh, the hazard light thing. LOL. Yeah, it's in our vehicles. Like in Tommy's truck, it's in a different place than where it is in my car. And I've had a lot of cars over the years, and even every car, it's been different where the lights would be, where the hazard button is. So, Kristen, it's okay. We understand. We know every vehicle. And anybody who loves vehicles for, that's just who they are. They love vehicles. They know.
Yeah.
So, wouldn't a breathalyzer test show you weren't drinking or weren't drunk? You would think so. But if she couldn't blow into the thing, then it's not going to register, and they should have taken your blood instead.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if I couldn't do it, it wouldn't show up.
Yeah. I had an asthma attack once trying to blow into a breathalyzer. Full-blown asthma attack. Yeah, it wasn't fun. Try explaining that one to a company. Oops, sorry. Jen, they can't force breathalyzer tests, but if you don't take it, they will take you to jail. Okay. Disappointing that we feel we can't believe anyone anymore. Yeah, and cops do deal with a lot of, different people, but clearly they need to learn to do their job correctly and actually listen to the people. If you're dealing with the same people over and over and over, then yeah, I see them acting like that. But, every person is different. And let me tell you, I agree, very disappointing on how this cop was. Jen said, oh boy, crazy. If you call attorney from the police station and deny any test, it will be up to the judge to motion it. That's true, unfortunately. Any reasonable judge would probably dismiss. That's what I would think.
Mine wasn't reasonable.
Small town?
Yeah.
That right there is the answer. Small town justice is crappy. I've been arguing with people on this post that all the comments think this person is drunk, but because I'm diabetic, I can clearly tell the guy is having a low blood sugar, and people still say I'm wrong.
I have to vouch for this because I'm recently been diagnosed with hypoglycemia where my blood sugar crashes, and I had a case last 2 weeks ago when I was in the hospital because it crashed so low. I will tell you, you literally feel like you are drunk, you are disoriented, you cannot formulate your words, you can't concentrate. Like people will ask you a question, it sounds like they're in another room and time is slowed down. That's all the symptoms. So yeah, I could just imagine that if I got stopped by a cop and I'm having like a diabetic attack, they'll probably throw the book at me. But that's how disoriented that you really get if your blood sugar goes that low.
I think honestly they should have to call a paramedic if they're dealing with a drunk driver. Because what if it's not a DUI? What if they haven't been drinking? Like in Kristen's case, what if they weren't drinking? Maybe it's something medical. At least, the EMTs and stuff will be able to say, nope, it's alcohol, or, no, it's this, no, it's that. But that is my personal look on it.
Yeah, I definitely think they need a healthcare professional in this situation.
Right. Beth posted, be sure to check out my conversation with actress/dancer Jamie McPeak on self-love. And then there's the link in there. Jamie is the founder of the mental health movement Flip a Coin. Yeah, definitely going to check that out. For sure. Roman says, that's true. Anthony says, we don't say T's, remember, so it's woulda. That's how we say it. There's whole pages on Facebook dedicated to how we say stuff. That's did I say it right? Like you guys? Woulda?
Yeah, well, no, you say how a New Yorker would say it, water, but he said like water.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
water.
Maybe mob movies, maybe. Just kidding.
They make fun of me when I say water, soda. What else? Water.
Pretty close. All right. Woohoo. I'm working on accents. Maybe.
Do a South Carolina accent.
I wouldn't even know how to do it.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. When I was a baby, I was in North Carolina. Does that count? On the military?
No.
Camp Lejeune?
No, the South is the best. Say I'm from South Kakalaki.
I'm from South what?
Kakalaki?
I'm from South Kakalaki.
I'm from South Kakalaki. Hey, at least I tried it. Your turn, Mel.
I'm from South Kakalaki.
Yes.
She nailed it.
I have no idea what that is. I'm thinking of what's his name? Snoop Doggy Dogg, where it's like, what's crack-a-lackin'?
I think we're in trouble. We probably sent some message out. Come get us.
What's crack-a-lackin'? I'm from South Kakalaki.
Lord,
But you know something? I don't even realize I have an accent until people point it out. And when I first came here to Texas, they were like, I had people that would just stop listening to me, like, and listen to me talk because they thought it was the most fascinating thing that they've ever heard. And it made me feel so uncomfortable. And like, in certain words, I didn't realize, like, there's a river here called they pronounce it here Brazos, and I would pronounce it Brazos. And they've never heard anybody would say it as Brazos. They're like, it's Brazos. And I'm like, Brazos.
Roman has the deepest accent, Anthony. What are you talking about?
Yes, Roman has no accent. We all have accents. The question is, from which areas it come from?
I never like knew I had an accent until people pointed out to whatnot. People pointed out all the time, and I'm like, they're like, "Oh, I love your accent." Excuse me, what?
And it's also not only the accent; it's when you mix words that mean different things in different demographics. Like, I don't know, like here they'll say like over yonder, or and I'm like, over yonder.
Used
like,
to could. Used to could.
It's like they'll use, like, for example, all right, one thing I couldn't stand is my ex would always say, put it up. And I'm like, put what up? He would always say, put it up. What he meant was put it down. So I would say, you don't put it up, you put something down. He's like, no, you put it up or put it away. So when he wanted to put something away, he would say, put it up. And I would be like, well, you're putting it.
Guilty.
And that aggravated me because it's like, it's not put it up, it's put it down. Put it away, not put it up.
Well, bless your little heart.
Yes, it's the big FU in Texas. If somebody says bless your heart, which I got a lot of bless your hearts.
Same in South Carolina.
Yeah, it's all the South. Well, bless
There
your
you
little
go,
heart.
Bless your heart, you too.
But sound singy songy. It's insulting you properly.
Bless your heart, honey.
Yeah, I used to get a lot of bless your hearts. They would pray for me a lot.
When I was
the wrong town.
Kristen, are you from South Carolina, born and raised?
Yes.
Okay. So, yes, it is a proper insult. So when I came to Wisconsin from Florida, they call pop soda.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know that. Just like we didn't know there was a difference between a bubbler and a water fountain.
The
same thing.
A bubbler.
Water fountain, you know, where you drink, bubbler, where you drink. Most people know it as a water fountain.
Wait, they call it a bubbler there? I would not know what a bubbler is. Who calls it a bubbler? Like what?
People from Florida.
I've never heard used it as bubbler. Bubbler to me is pipers.
Yeah, no, not that. No, not that. It's what you would classify a water fountain that you would drink out of in public. Yeah, we called it bubbler. Didn't know there was a difference because when you ask somebody, yes,
bubbler sounds like a drug thing. Exactly, absolutely.
Well, that's what our family always called it, and we're, you know, most of my family lives in Florida still, so yeah. But I had no idea, and I raised my hand to ask. I was in 4th grade when we moved here, and I asked if I could go to the bubbler, and they looked at me like I was crazy. Just like when we moved to Wisconsin, I'd never seen a cow up close. Didn't know anything about cows. And boy, do the kids love that.
I want to hear your first experience with the cow.
My first experience with a cow.
You opened up the door.
We were on a field trip. And the kids, knowing that I had no idea what was going on, I'd never been to a farm before, never seen a cow before. I thought milk came from the store. I had no idea. I really didn't. I was young, you know?
Yeah.
So when we moved to Wisconsin, we had a field trip to a farm, and the kids told me that the brown cows produced chocolate milk. The ones that were red and white produced strawberry milk, and the white and black cows produced white milk. How was I supposed to know? Didn't grow up with this stuff. So when the farmer asked if we had any questions, I raised my hand and I asked if it was true. And everybody on the field trip laughed. I thought the farmer was going to have a heart attack from laughing. The teachers laughed, and I felt dumb.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now I feel bad. That was a horrible memory. But it's funny.
We're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you. You're just not laughing.
Looking back on it, I probably would have done the same thing. As a matter of fact, as an adult, well, I don't know. They call them red cows. I don't know what the technical term for the cows are. I'm 44 years old. It wasn't important enough.
I see cows on a daily basis, and I don't want to see them. There's too many cows out.
I mean, so I really can't say much because me and Tommy have been talking about possibly buying a mini farm, and I would love to have a miniature Highlander.
Oh, those are the hairy ones, right?
Yep. They're from Scotland.
Yeah.
Cute.
It's all the hairy cows.
They're better than puppies.
I like the hairy
warmer.
I have to beg to differ on that.
I'm not to make fun of them, but I would really want a fainting goat because I think those are the funniest things I've ever seen.
Very cruel.
It's not cruel. They're cute though. They're tiny goats, but they faint
at loud noises.
And when you're scared. Okay.
Well,
they stay natural
for them to do that, something with their nerves or their body or whatever. But Tommy would like he wants 2 goats. I told him he was not getting any fainting goats because I was not going to listen to him.
Scare the goats. Don't scare the goats.
Sorry, I'm just reading the chat.
Highlander.
The last comment right there.
There can only be one Highlander. Moo. Heck yeah.
Love Highlander. And they're coming out with a new one. What's his name? James Cavill is supposed to be the new Highlander. So we'll see if that happens.
Okay, the red and white cows are called Holsteins, and they're not really red. It's
like a rusty brown.
Yeah, so that's pretty. I didn't know, and I'm only knowing this now because I looked it up. Google's my friend at the moment. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of differences, honestly, depending on what area you're from, will depend on how things are. You know, like I said, my experience was interesting going from the south to the north. And so, but because I've been in Wisconsin for so long, I went down to Florida to visit my Nana and to spend time with her before she passed on. And I walked outside and felt like I hit a brick wall of nothing but humidity. And it was hard for me to breathe. I turned like a cherry tomato red. And, but when I lived down there, I wore sweatpants and sweatshirts because I was always cold. I mean, your body adjusts, things adjust, you learn different things. So Yeah, it's interesting. All right, real quick. We've been on for 2.5 hours, and I know we're all getting sore and tired. And real quick, I do want to have the banners go through at the bottom for this week's positive quotes. The first one is, I am not my disability, unknown. Know me for my abilities, not my disability. Robert M. Hensel. And then the other one is, concentrate on the abilities your disability doesn't hinder, and don't dwell on the things it interferes with. Be disabled physically, not in spirit. Stephen Hawkins. I like these quotes. I am not my disability. I got that quote from Miss Kristen here, and I think it fits true. And I want to thank everybody again who stopped in, hung out, chit chatted with us. Melanie, could you drop your link for Thursday, please?
Thursday, yes. Let me grab that.
All right.
We're still doing Mermaids and Sirens, right? Or are we doing
We're going to talk about the effects of the solar eclipse.
Okay, so we'll talk about all right, well,
Yep.
I'll put the link anyway. We're
Yep.
sort of shifting the topic because the solar eclipse, quite a number of weird stuff has happened already.
Yep. So we're going to kind of like do a follow-up from the solar eclipse. So, and then again, Miss Kristen's link for her YouTube channel is down in the description. Please make sure you go over and follow her. Let's check real quick to see what number you are at. You have 77 subscribers. That is awesome. And you have 27 videos, and it shows that you're live. So what I'm going to do is click on that and hit the thumbs up.
Yay!
Thank you.
You're very welcome. It looks like you have 4 thumbs up as it is. That is awesome. Again, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Miss Kristen, for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
Anytime. You are more than welcome to come on anytime. We had a blast. And thank you for sharing. Do you have hit the link for the foundation, Melanie, real quick?
Yes, I'm going to do that real quick. Hold on, let me just get it real quick. I got it.
Okay. And then I'm going to write myself a note to add the foundation link in the description for anybody who would like to head over and check it out and see, you know, what they can do. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, just making sure. All right. And there, where'd it go? There it is. Sorry, my thing shut up again. So there is the link, and I will end up adding it to the description. Spirit Junkie says, I am shaking my head sideways. Let it go. Nothing extraordinary.
You said it right, extraordinary.
Okay, happened.
There was stuff that happened, Spirit. There was.
We'll talk about it on Thursday, and we won't spend the whole time talking about it. We're just going to share some things that we saw and found and stuff.
I'm going to find more Mandela effects before Thursday because the Mandela effects have already started.
Yeah, there was something I had no idea.
I am so upset about that one. I am upset about that one. I'm going to fight for that one.
All right. Again, thank you, Miss Kristen.
Gotta wait for Thursday because Melody's upset.
Thank you so much for having me on. It was a pleasure meeting you, Melanie. Thank you all in the chat as well.
And I definitely want you to come back on anytime. And then I would like to have you come back on again as our special guest. So.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much.
Much love, everybody. Have a wonderful week. We will see you next Tuesday. I thought I had an appointment today. Actually, it's next week. They shifted it on me. So it may start at 7:30. but maybe not. So at least plan for 7 o'clock next Tuesday, same place. I hope to catch you all there again. Thank you to all the new people that came in. Thank you to everybody who supports this channel, supports all of us. Oops, this way. All of us. And with that, I hope you have a wonderful night. Let me get this set up real quick because
all my friends, go and subscribe to these two lovely ladies down here.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you,
Of
and have
course.
a beautiful night, a fabulous morning, or fabulous week. See, I need to go to bed. We'll talk at you next week or Thursday if you head over to Melanie's channel. Good night, everybody.
Night, y'all.